Sorry, it was just. Oop, fuck. Excuse me. Sorry, I was just waiting for the green light, 'cause I'm ready to go. All right, sir, Disney. Welcome to Soundcheck, as always. So we're gonna get things rocking and rolling here. First up, we'll put the Zenbuster stuff up here. That one. There you go. That's what I'm listening to. So, come on. Excuse me. Soundcheck, hell. Jesus. It's really dry today. Let's go ahead and copy that link and let people know we're live. Boop. Alrighty. Okay, so that's so got that going. Okay, and that should be good for Discord. Then we'll go to the tweeters. Pin this for now. Maybe got one more, and then we'll begin the stream proper. Okay, all right. So we got that going. Good, good, good. So let's see, everything's good. All right. So we're at the. Where are we at? Oh, there it is. So closing in on the 5-minute mark, we'll say. Let's begin the stream proper. All right, we're live, pal. Once again, baby. So hey, Andy here. And today we're going to be editing some photos and video that I put together, or will be putting together, I should say, of the fire festival that I went to in southern Kanagawa here in Japan. So we're going to be switching over to Lightroom first. And then we'll be dealing with the video afterwards. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, window capture. Be this one. There we go. Nice. Very nice too. Now I'll go ahead and let's see. Let's see how it looks here real quick. Did that get in the way too much? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so we have so far, well, not so far, but we have about 32. No. Jeez. We have about 32 photos right here that I chose. I actually took a bunch more, but they weren't all that good. You know, either a little out of focus or the main thing that I noticed with these is that the shutter speed is way too slow because I was filming as well, so it was hard for me to like switch between the modes because my camera doesn't have like set photo and video shutter speeds. You know how like on some cameras, you know, when you switch between like photo and video mode, you could set like different shutter speeds and things for them, but my camera doesn't do that. It's, you know, consistent settings throughout. So, you know, rather than like change the dial and then change the shutter speed again and just go through that whole rigmarole, I just like switch between them. But if I had to do it again, I would have just stuck with regular manual mode instead of manual video mode. So that's me. That's my bad. But let's take a quick little look-see here at what we got. Now I haven't edited these photos yet, of course, but here's what we got so far. So this is the Oiso no Sagucho, which is an annual fire festival held down in Oiso in southern Kanagawa. It's on the Shonan coast. It's a small little town, very close to Hiratsuka, which has the Star Festival, Tanabata. So that's what that's known for, aside from being just a killer surfing town. It's where some of my good friends live, so I was coming to pay them a visit as well. And it's just a nice, chill little town, you know. It's one of the things I like about living kind of outside of the Tokyo City area is that people are just, I don't know, just people seem a lot nicer out here, you know. It's just like, you know, we were walking around and just kind of talking with locals and stuff, and it's just like, man, this is awesome, you know. I just felt like everybody's just so nice, you know. Not that they're not nice elsewhere, but they're just a little more standoffish, especially for folks like myself. So it is what it is. But, you know, especially if you know, living down by Shonan, even in like the smaller towns like Oiso, they're used to foreigners coming down during the summer for surfing and things. So they're, you know, more apt to talk to you about stuff. Sorry about that noise. Get someone choked on their mochi. Something. So. But in any event. So we'll go through the photos here. So basically what they do is they gather all the New Year's not New Year's, but New Year's decorations. Sorry, brain. And then they put them in this little pile, and then they burn it. So you got the daruma, you got the folding cranes, the little pine leaves and things like that. They got this one as well. And somebody brought a little mini shrine with the dango and things. And you'll see a lot of these dango. It's basically pounded rice on a skewer. And the thing is, you'll see a lot of people holding them over the fire. And they say that if you eat the dango from the fire, that, you know, you'll be purified, or you'll have like really good luck this year or something like that. So you'll see a lot of these on like you know, loops and things. And I also took some pictures, some murals by the seaside in Oiso. You got the break wall there. See a little bit of the ocean. And you can see a lot of the ocean. And the waves are really pumping that day too. I wish I would have took better. I tried taking some good pictures of the surfers, but again, I should have messed with my shutter speed. So everything came out a little too blurry. Even this one's a bit, you know, if you look in, it's like, it's a little, where the fuck am I even focusing? On the sand? Not the sand. But I just thought that even though it was out of focus and very soft, it still looks decent enough. So it was a keeper. And anyway, so they gather up all this stuff on the beach in these little sections here, and they string it up. They have like a whole nest of bamboo and stuff as well to hold it in place. Like they dig a little pit underneath. My friend Mike from Chill Japan, which he's going to be making a video very soon, talking about the whole process of things. Like I just came on like the day of them burning stuff, so I only got like the fun, exciting part. But he's got like all the history and everything that goes with it. And it's a whole community effort to like get all the stuff to the beach to burn it. And it's the first time they've been able to do it in 3 years due to the, you know what. So it was a kind of a big deal. And you see a lot of like photographers and things. I don't know if they're just hobbyists or maybe some people from the news or something like that coming down. Because like I said, it's a very traditional festival. It's the first time it's been held in 3 years. Held again in 3 years, I should say. So there you go. Then you got Oiso, the rock, out there, the town's namesake. And I tried to get a few pictures with the rock in the background just to kind of emphasize, you know, the Oiso-ness of the town. So yeah, so you see a little dharma and little bamboo leaves and things, ropes. I got that one. Then I got one where, you know, you got the rock in focus with this out of focus, and then that's back in focus. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I love doing that, having a little Dharma figure just kind of as like a center point. It's something that everybody can immediately focus on. Even these, you know, these are pretty cool. And then there's little flags and things underneath. Oh yeah, that was the year of the tiger. That's previous year. But yeah, I tried to get some surfing pics, but like I said, my shutter speed was too slow, so everything came out a little too blurry. So I just got more like atmospheric type stuff. And then just a little wash-off station. So obviously, being by the beach, a lot of surfers come here. So you just pretty much like press the button here, and a little bit of water comes down and just allows you to wash yourself off, wash your board off, things like that. I saw a couple surfers come by and do that while I was filming, because I filmed the intro here because I thought this was like a cool little mural. So I had a couple surfers come by. I had to wait for them to finish before I started filming. Anyway, so here's the Piece de Resistance, which is the actual fire festival itself. So they just lit everything up. And like I said, my shutter speed was way too slow because I didn't want it to get too dark. And also switching between different settings. So you'll see a lot of like very smooth, sort of wispy type fire. And that's because of the slow shutter speed. If I had it a bit faster, then you get to see more of the details of things. But I tried to pick the ones that looked like the coolest or had like the most little details. Like you see the embers and things in that one, a bit more clear than you could with the smoke. This is mostly about the smoke. And then you get somebody with the big long bamboo rod here with the dongo on there. Some of them have foil, some of them don't. I had this lady here with the rod, gonna poke it in the fire. And I love this picture. This is one of my favorites. This one and this one. Yeah. So, one's a little blurry, but I kind of like the way the fire just kind of pokes out that way. That one's a bit more in focus. I have one where you can see the colors of the dongo a bit better too. I think that comes a bit later. And you can see she's like sitting down. And you can see the fire kind of wisping away, and you see all the little sparks and things flying off that side. There we go. That's the one. You can see the little colors of the dongo and things. And keep in mind, these are all unedited, so once we actually get in there, we can spruce it up. But this is just kind of how it came out the camera. And I love this, even though I didn't intend for this to look like this, but just the sort of like wispiness of the fire. And as you get closer to the center, you can see more details and things, but as it billows out, it's just, you know, pretty cool. And you can see the locals out there hold the dongo over the fire. So, there's more of it. You see the crackling embers, and some of them wrap it in tinfoil as well, just so it doesn't like fall in, I guess. And I got some more of it, and you can start to see like some of the branches and things that were used to support the structure as well. That's a bit of a close-up with that. And then I got some lanterns as well for the entrance exit. There's a little close-up of that as well. And those are the photos. So with that said, let's get into it, huh? So book that out. Do a quick little chat check. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hold on. I should have chat on the second monitor here. Did not come prepared to stream today, but it's all good. It's all good. I just wanted to get something out today because I'm going to be a little busy this week, so don't know if I'll be able to stream or anything this week because got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff, which once things clear up, I definitely do want to make a video about because it's very important. But right now, it's a lot of stuff that's just kind of being discussed, so I can't really talk to it too much, you know, because it's just nothing's a done deal yet. So it's kind of dumb for me to even get into it just yet. But let's get this monitor up here. Right. And we'll drag, fuck. And we'll just drag you guys over here so I can see ya. Fuck. There we go. That's better. That's better. Just that way I can see the chat while I'm editing as well. Yeah, looks like I'm not the only one dying here. Jeez Louise. Alright, so let's get some coffee started, and then we'll get rocking and rolling with the stream. So I have whatever's left of my Doutour iced coffee. Then have some fresh French press. That is in need of my attention. So put that sucker in there. Just mix it up, mix it up. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to making more videos this year. Certainly more than last year, I'll tell you that fucking much. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was a stark reminder of where my head was last year. But last year at college do be like that sometimes. Not to mention that 4-month depressive period. Ooh, yeah, I left that in there way too long. Oh well. It's okay. Where is there? Okay. Yeah, I left that coffee. Yeah, it was just in there a little too long. That's okay though. A little extra bitter. But alright, so we got this guy going. It's already pretty good, to be honest. But we'll just kind of do our usual sort of deal. You know, now I think about it, so I'd like to have some music on while I'm editing. Hold on a sec. Let me... Oh, I got an idea. Hold on a sec, let me go grab something. Okay. Move some shit around. Up. Okay. So, what I'm thinking, we'll just use headphones, but even though this is a Bluetooth, I'm going to use the cord so I can plug it into the mic here so I can hear what's going on. And let's see here. Okay, good. Good. All right. So, okay. So, I can hear everything. It's good. Good. Yeah, we'll just do it this way so I can see, just get the little monitor mix in there. Okay, good. Hopefully the audio's good. I'm just getting like a little monitor mix going on in here. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Cool. So, yeah, maybe I should bring that a little bit closer. A little bit closer now. It always feels weird, like, having the mic this freaking close, but that's what all the YouTubers and the streamers do. So. Okay, just loop that out. So making sure all the dangly bits ain't dangling so much. There we go. Close enough. By no means a professional production here, folks, but it's all good. Good stuff. Yeah. Turn down that audio a little bit. It's a bit loud. That's okay though. So. Okay. Good. Good. Right. So how you guys doing today? I don't normally stream on a Sunday, but like I said, this week I'm going to be a little busy. So, yeah. Do I like that one? So, probably just brighten that one out so it doesn't look quite as gray and depressing. So, I just put it on there. Yeah. Okay. Darken it up a little bit. Maybe that's a little too dark. Okay. Contrast, kind of bring that back up. Exposure just a skewsh. Okay. Down a little. There we go. the shadows a little bit. Here. Okay. That should be good. There. Let me clean out my trackball here real quick. Yeah, I notice it gets a little tacky sometimes, so it's all good. Sometimes you just gotta clean your ball, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise it gets a little too tacky. Sometimes I like to wash my ball. Talking about this, of course. Stick it in there. And G to G, baby. Hell yeah. So, yeah, the temp and everything's fine. Bowl. Up the vibe. Well, a little bit. Up the vibrance a little bit. Because you don't want to be too yellow looking. And saturation just a skewsh. Okay. Just to make the red pop a little bit more, you know? So, okay. Shouldn't have that one. Probably turn the saturation down just a little bit. So it's not too intense. Okay. There we go. Right. These a little. Just a little. We'll add some haze actually. Not going too much. Shit. Okay. Oh shit, why didn't I think about this? Yeah, Scott's gonna totally change it. Hold on. Totally forgot about that. Been a while, sorry. So I'll have to change all that shit. So outside. Dial that down. Okay. 3, that's fine. Okay. There. Okay. That should be good. Yo, what's going on, Connor? How you doing, man? Putting together some photos. A little on the bright side there. It's about the same, really. Fuck it. Oop. There. So. It's going pretty good, man. Just got back from the Fire Festival yesterday. That's what I'm editing the photos of. So, life's going pretty good. And haven't officially announced anything yet, but I mean, you've probably seen on the Discord. But yeah, I got some really fantastic job opportunities lined up. Um, yeah, so it's one of those things, man, where like I was just applying to jobs left and right and wasn't really getting anywhere until this week actually. So thanks, man, appreciate that. Yeah, I was just applying to jobs like crazy before this and nothing. But this week, I've just been like bombarded with like job opportunities. So I'm pretty excited about that. I even got one at this festival, oddly enough. Is a friend of a friend who's he works at the out of one of the bases that's nearby. I'm not gonna say which one just for confidentiality reasons, but it's not Yokosuka, it's a different one. But he said that he's looking for somebody because I guess he knows somebody who's gonna be leaving, so he's looking for somebody to take his spot. And we just got to talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, shit, man, you're a veteran, so easy day." And I'm like, "Well, what's the job do?" And it's like, "It's just typical government shit. So you don't really do much of anything." I was like, "Oh, sweet." And you get paid like a shit ton of money, 1st and 15th, So yeah, and he told me the amount. I'm not gonna say exactly how much it is, but you know, it's a lot of money. Like especially for Japan, like you wouldn't even come close to sniffing this kind of money unless you're working IT, like the high end IT. So rejoin the Navy if you wanted to. Is it like a rancher program? Yeah, I mean there is, but I'm way too old for that shit now, man. I mean technically I could join. They've lowered the age requirement or raised it, I guess technically, for the high end. Because it used to be you could only, I think the maximum age you could join was 35. I think they've raised that to 39 now. So technically I could still rejoin, but I really don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I would. There was a lot of fun moments with it, but like you said, that time is done. And I'm not keen on revisiting it, to be honest, because it may be fun for like a little one-off. If I go on like a Tiger cruise or something, but yeah. Going back to that day-to-day grind, nah, fuck that shit, man. I left for a very good reason. So, we're not going to be doing that. So, come on. Shit. Okay. So, copy that. And, okay. Yeah, I do kind of cheat a little bit and copy and paste the settings. But I'm not going to do it, just leave it like it is just yet. But the Fire Festival was great, man. I got to see my old friends down in Oiso, and it's just great catching up with them, of course. Let me redo the colors on this one a little bit. So it's the first time they were able to hold it in 3 years because of the what. But turn yourself up. No, is it? Okay, hold on. I don't know. The mic's always. It is what it is, but hopefully it's not too much. But is it? Okay. I thought I was gonna like blow it out, but I guess if you say it's okay then. Awesome. So alright, let me sure to save that. So don't forget. Yes. Okay, cool. And I talk kind of quietly anyway, so So what was I doing? Oh, right. Yeah, we're just upping the saturation just a little bit on that. Just, oh shit, too much. Come on. God damn it. There we go. Just chilling before you go to bed. It's almost 1 a.m. Damn. Plans ready tomorrow. I'm not tired, so I'm just landed. Yeah, right on, man. Right on. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing too. You know, I ain't got really much planned today. I do got to meet that guy I was talking to you about earlier for that job, because he wants to have a meeting with me tomorrow. So it's just kind of an informal thing, so I don't have to like dress up or nothing like that. So just having like a little shindig. Just so that way, I guess the guy who's leaving can, you know, get to know me and stuff, and then, you know, the guy who's filling in my position, the one I met, you know, can have like a little sit down powwow and things. Actually, there's one thing I wanted to check for the first photo. Just real quick. See. Okay, good. Because it's perfect the way it is. Yeah, it's fine. I don't need to fuck with it. Alright, cool. Just checking. This one I do, though. This one I definitely do. It's a little too lopsided on this side, so we'll tighten it up a bit. Yeah. Just so we can even that out a little bit. Should. That's a little better, I think. Okay. Right. Yeah, it's a little better, I think. Okay. Alrighty then. Pull back the contrast. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot to add, or not add, but change to, like color, the fucking flat color profile. I was gonna do that. God damn it. There's a lot of things I was gonna do with this shoot that I just kind of fumbled the ball on, but that's okay. Because the photos still turned out pretty good, I think, and you know, all things considered. So even if it was a really cloudy day, like talking to my friend Mike, because you know he's been living down there, thereabouts, for a minute, and like he's been going to the festival for years and years, so he has pictures like, I think some of the earliest ones he was telling me it was like from like 2007, 2008, at least the ones on his computer. I'm sure he's got like, you know, photographs, you know, print photos from even further back than that. But for his digital, at least 2006, 7, 8, somewhere around there. Yeah, exactly. Well, I saw Victor, Frame of Travel, edit some stuff in Lightroom, and he uses like all kinds of extra shit like radial. Well, that's masks, but yeah, I can add like radial gradients and no, I'm doing it myself. Konayaro. All right, Christ Almighty. And like I was saying before, Lightroom rudely interrupted me. He likes to use, and I follow another friend too named Luke. He does the same thing. He uses like radial gradients and things to kind of brighten up or darken certain parts of the image and stuff. I usually would, if it's bad enough, I'll, right? Well, it's mostly just about composition. Like for me, I don't like to fuck with photos too much, because I think it kind of takes away from more of the natural look of the photo. Because if I fuck with it too much, then it becomes a little too surrealist. I mean, unless that's something I'm going for, which, you know, sometimes I do. Like if you look at some of my old Andy Japandi Instagram, then you'll see that, where I just take everything to like its biggest extreme, just like mega saturation and all this kinds of shit. It's pretty wild looking, but these days, you know, I don't like to fart with it too much. Right. You know, you don't want to like completely cake it with foundation and stuff like that. So you just add the right contours in the right spots. Yeah, exactly. You know, like what I did with the cropping, because you know this side was a little too much, so I just trimmed it down a bit so it's more even looking. The shadows, yeah, the shadows are fine. They're fine the way they were. Fuck. Then up to 1. Okay, that should be good. Yeah. And then sometimes you gotta like kind of lean into things. Like if it was a clear day, I wouldn't be, you know, boosting the highlights and the whites as much as I am. But because it was like very cloudy, I just like kind of lean into it and make the sky like as white as possible, so it doesn't look all gray and depressing. So then you just pull the contrast back a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna boost that to 2.5. Okay, do some 5. That's good. Good. So that's all well and good. Vibrance and all that's fine. We'll adjust. There we go. Boost the clarity a little bit, so that way stuff doesn't look too washed out. So yeah, that's good. And then we'll dehaze it a little bit, just so you can get some detail on the dark end as well. Fucking jeez, can never get it dialed in right. There's that. And okay, so got that. Because yeah, the optics. So I turned in a lens correction. So Adobe knows like what lenses and stuff that I used. In this case, it was the Tamron 20-200. That guy. So it has different picture profiles for the different lenses. So if I used my 20mm lens, it has one for that. If I use my 16 wide angle, it has one for that as well. So and then you can, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty, you can you know, up the correction and things. So that's what it normally looks like. But then you do a distortion correction, brings it back up to 100, so that way it kind of flattens the image out a little bit more. You can take that to an even more extreme if need be, but I didn't really need to do that. So I usually think everything's fine, especially for like the wider lenses. You get a lot of vignetting, so this kind of helps curb that a little bit. You can kind of dial it in more if you want, but yeah, I think it's fine the way it is. So I usually don't fuss with these unless I really want to, but you know, see, built-in lens profile applied, and there you go. Then removing chromatic aberrations. That's just kind of something that's done on like the edges. Usually you see like kind of a little bit of color on that, so it just removes that. Just a nice little detail. And this, you know, you kind of get into. Most of the time I don't even fuck with this. If I would think about fucking with this, I would just go to here and just either crop it. You can straighten it out a little bit as well. You can do an auto straighten based on different things here. I just do rule of thirds. That's kind of the classic photography thing. So you also got spot healing as well. So if I had spots on the lens or whatever, then I would do that. Because I've had to do that with a few photos actually. Because the sky, especially if you take sky pictures and it's nice and clear, you can see like the little spots on the camera lens. So you know, you can spend all day just hunting those things down. So I usually just pick the most egregious ones and just get rid of them. But seems like I lucked out, or at least you can't really see it as much. So that's cool. That's cute. So, go on to the next one. It's like a little New Year's shrine with the dongo right there, spotting on the lens, like if you're taking photos in the wet. What should they take? Yeah, spots. I mean, spots is just like dirt and stuff, little dust and things that fall on the lens, so it comes off as these little spots. Let me see if I have any. I didn't take too much pictures of the sky today, so it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but let's see if we can find something here. Maybe we'll just up the exposure. See if we got anything. Not really. At least none that I can plainly tell. But usually you'd see them like out in the sky. It'd be like a little splotch or something like that. Like a... Yeah, not really. Nah. But yeah, you'd usually look for them, especially in skies, really bright backgrounds. So obviously, like the main pro tip to avoid having to do spot cleaning would be just make sure the lens is clean before you use it. And barring that, if you happen to find some, then you just take the healer right here and just just do that. It also has red eye thing too, and some other stuff and things. This is basically just a lot of carryover from Photoshop. But let's see if I... Oh, what was that? Hold on. Oh. Is that? Okay. I think this might be a splotch, maybe. But let's just treat this as a splotch, just as an example. So we'll take the heel brush, we'll make it a little bigger. A little bit bigger. About there-ish. And you see this little guy here? You can also use the visualize spots as well. So yeah, there's technically one here. But you have to be careful because it might be something important. So yeah, this one you could like barely see. So I guess this would be a better example here. Hold on. Let me scooch that over a little bit. Spots, see, and then you can see little dots and things right there. But usually if a dot's like really bright, it might actually be something. So don't just go and assume that's just a spot because it's really bright and stuff. So you have to like undo it and see it's actually, I think, like a plane or something. I don't know. But you can get rid of it if you want, but you don't have to. So we'll just do it with this one. So we don't have to make it ginormous. But yeah, about 4. There we go. And you just click on it. And it automatically finds like a spot that's similar and just replaces it with that. So open it back up. What spot? Spot's gone, baby. But you have to, some people like to fill in stuff rather than just like spot click. So you just have to be careful about that. Sometimes it makes the background a little too blurry. Oop, fuck. So it's kind of a gamble sometimes, but it's all part of the process, you know. So let's go, where are we at? Okay, finish that one. Now on to this guy. Okay. Okay. So apply the preview settings. See, that's way too bright. So dial that down. So first thing I do is I make sure the contrast is all the way down. And then I just, add the highlights, shadows, and the whites. I used to add the blacks as well, but sometimes it can get crushed. So you see right here, it's like crushed blacks. So you lose a lot of detail and things. If you're going for like a really gritty looking photo, you can do stuff like that. But I usually like to preserve a lot of the details. So if I do lower the blacks, it'd be just by a little bit. I think probably -20 is about as low as I would go. Anything lower than that, I could just pull up the contrast or pull down the shadows and be fine. That's just my personal preference. And I only do this with the Sony camera, but I guess if it was a cell phone or something like that with a smaller sensor, I wouldn't even fuck with this at all. That is my policy. But this is just with the standard picture profile as well, so we'll just keep it like that. And I don't only mess with this during the day. Like at nighttime, I wouldn't even fuck with this, even with this camera, just because again it would crush the blacks too easily. So don't want to be doing that. Okay. Yeah. So then just lower that because it's a very light object. So you don't want to look too washed out. So I get so lost in just that. Right? Yeah. I mean, some people are like that, you know. It's fine. Like, I remember when I first started taking photos, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know, I took some, God, back when I was still in San Diego. And I had the shutter speed too slow, so the picture would be all, like, blurry and squiggly and stuff. So it's for some interesting kind of like SoundCloud rapper type or lo-fi cover art or something like that with like squiggly lights and things. It's kind of cool, but not really the effect I was going for purposefully. So yeah, I think that's good. And colors are fine. Probably lower that clarity a little bit because it's, I notice the highlights are a little too bright there, so probably put that at like 20, man. Now usually for clear skies I would dehaze it so that way you get a lot more clarity, but this isn't quite the look I'm going for. You know, I'm leaning more into the overcast, so that's why it's a little bit hazy. Just kind of leaning into it, you know. Sometimes it's best to just kind of lean into the environment rather than try to fight it. So, you know, it's be very easy for me to try to make it nice and clean and pristine. But you know, it's an overcast day, so you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So. Then 20 is good. Everything else is good. Good. Yeah. As long as you get the subject in focus and you're good at shot composition. I mean, for me and my style, I don't, you know, you don't really need to do much editing. Just a little bit of tweaking and peeking. Nothing too serious. And see, I use rule of thirds, so try to put the main subject in the center area here. And we can kind of tighten that up a little bit. Just to get more of it. Because this is the center focus, you know, I don't want to focus too much on the other stuff. So, kind of float it around a little bit. Trying to get the top, okay, maybe a little bit. Trying to get that top part all the way. Okay, that's good. Just gotta line up the top and bottom. There we go. See how that looks. Yeah, that's better. Just so, because this is the main subject, you know, you don't really need too much background stuff. So, yeah, looks pretty good. You can get a lot of details and things. This is zoomed in all the way, so you see a lot of details on the wood. A little dongo right there. little metal, probably plastic fixtures here. It's pretty cool. You get a little focus fall off back there as well. Hell, you can even see like the little grains of sand, this volcanic sand. Pretty cool, eh? I don't know. I like shit like that, so. Then you get this, which is, you know, covered in sand and stuff. So, and OISO has all these kinds of murals and stuff around, so I only got like a small sampling of them. Like the whole beach has just a shit ton of them from people just coming in, doing stuff. I don't know if they're locals or just people just stopping by. Don't know how that works, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And we're definitely gonna be cropping this guy a bit because for one, that's uneven as fuck, and yeah. Now we're not gonna crop. Excuse me. I'm not gonna crop completely into this. I do want to leave some concrete behind, so you can get kind of the, you know, the grittiness of it. You know, but I also don't want to get to that line either. So might have to straighten that guy out. Hold on. Fuck. Straighten that. There we go. That's slightly better. Okay, I might have to tighten it up then. Definitely needs more up top, I'd say. Climb. Alrighty. I think that's good. Yeah, that's better. Just because, you know, it makes for a nice natural border. So, that's why I put that sucker on there. You get to see all, like, the grittiness and stuff. It's cool. Dig that shit. So. But it is a little dark, so we'll pump it up a little. 75. Yeah, it's good. Good. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Raise that contrast a bit just to get a lot of the finer details. And we're definitely going to be upping the saturation as well. Well, vibrance. Oh damn, that's a little too much, but it does look pretty cool though. But you don't want it to be quite like this. It's a little too surrealish. And plus there's not much separation between this teal and this blue, so you gotta dial it back a little bit, and there's more of a separation. So just gotta find that dividing line, so it's around 55. So you get it plenty saturated while still having the nice, you know, dividing lines. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we'll just up the saturation just to really make the colors pop. So. And clarity. Whoa, shit. It's fine where it was, I guess. And then, like I said, for stuff like this, usually I would dehaze it, so you know you'd really see more of the details. But like I said, sometimes it's best to not fight it too much. So rather, we'll add some haze to it, just kind of brighten it up a little, and then everything else looks pretty copacetic. So that way it's nice, you know, you get to see a lot of, you know, saturated colors. You know, the vibrance is a bit higher, but it's not too unrealistically high. You know, if you crank it up all the way, you lose a lot of details, especially like between these two shades of blue. And plus it looks like something, oh, I could actually go to this place and see it, and it would actually look like this. but it would be like on the best day, you know? So, I think it looks fucking dope. Definitely want to do more like mural stuff in OSL. Taking pictures and things, because there's a lot of these out there. I only snapped a few. Speaking of which, there's the whole like beach wall right here that has them. So let me damn, that's okay. That one's a little too bright, but we can fix that. Yeah, dial that one down. Yeah, I'd love to move down here, but Oiso itself is a little too far away. But if things go the way I'm looking to, and this meeting goes well, actually we'll boost this to 5. So if this meeting goes well, then I'll be moving to a nearby town to Oiso called Chigasaki, which is very well known for like surfing and things like that. This town is too. Oiso is known for surfing as well, and you can see like, especially this day because the waves were pumping. So I got a few pictures of surfers, but my shutter speed was way too slow to really capture them, so it was a little too blurry. Which that one's on me. So yeah, I'll just up that them highlights and things. Not too much though, because I do want to get details here and here. Yeah, exactly. Yep, it's that whole area. It's the Shonan coastline, so it's all part of the same deal. But with this job, it's a bit more in kind of a mountainous area. So there's a train line that goes up that way, and there's like a direct line from Chigasaki up to that place, and it only took me about a half hour to get there, which is pretty damn good for a train. And then it would take me about another 16 minutes or whatever just to walk to the place, because like I said, it's in a mountainous area, so it's kind of in the middle of nowhere for the most part. So yeah, it might take me a bit to actually get there, but be about the same as my current job, so not really too much of a difference in terms of commute as far as length of time if I were to move there. As it stands from where I live now, it's a little bit of a longer commute, but not too bad. It's about an hour and some change. Not too bad. But if I get this job, the money I'd be making would be fucking tremendous, and I'd be able to find a place in Chigasaki quite expeditiously, if I do say so myself. So it'd probably only take me a couple months, if that, you know, depending on how quickly I can find a place. So no big deal at all. So, and plus, you know, like I said, I really love this area, and it's not really all that covered on YouTube, really. General living costs down there. Yeah, that's another awesome thing, is that it's actually cheaper living down there, because it's kind of a weird dichotomy, right? Because you'd think, like, with such an awesome, like, coastal town, like, everybody would be moving down here. But, you know, you have to consider that in Japan, the vast majority of the jobs are in Tokyo. Now, obviously, there's jobs everywhere, but for the most part, they're in Tokyo. You know, maybe some in... Yeah, it is further from the city. That's the main thing, you know. So, and it does take a bit to get back and forth by train. Even if you're on the Super Rapid Express, it does take a bit. So that's, you know, factoring in the commute. That's why a lot of people don't tend to move too far away from the city. Most live within it, so that way they don't have to bother too much with the commute. But that's another reason why I was trying to find stuff that's closer to the coastline, you know. And I found a few opportunities, and yeah. Good sheet, good sheet. And I remember reading a comment recently about, why haven't you studied Japanese, Andy? You've been living in the country for, over 3 years at this point. At this point, it's on you, which is true. But I think, my focus was on different things at the time. I was focused on school first and foremost, and then work with video shooting and things like that. So, it's just kind of hard for me to do all that and language learning on top of that. So, yeah, make this a little bit cooler. I usually don't mess with the temperature. I usually kind of keep them as they are, but with this one I want to add, because there's a lot of blues in here, I want to kind of tint it just a little bit. But yeah, fluent living abroad. No, that's the thing, like, I'd love to be fluent, but even people who've lived here for a while and like can speak the language would not consider themselves fluent, because there's a lot of cultural context and things as well. But in talking with a lot of people here, I definitely do want to learn the language, of course. That goes without saying. Not just to brag about it on Twitter and be like, I am Parrot the Nihongos and shit like that to get internet clout. It's mostly just so I can like talk to people, because that's something I really noticed, especially, since I got back, because, like, even as introverted as I am, I don't need a lot of social interaction, but I do need some from time to time. So if I can't speak the language, that kind of hampers my ability to make friends and stuff out here. And obviously, I have foreign friends that speak English, so that's fine. Or Japanese returnees, they lived abroad and they speak English, or whatever the case. Or maybe they're studying English or whatever. That's fine. Some foreigners get all bent out of shape. Oh, my Japanese friends only speak English with me. I don't really care, man. It's whatever language you're more comfortable with. For me, right now, it is English. But looking to change, well, maybe not change it, but just be more comfortable speaking Japanese. Just to be able to talk to people, make friends and things. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, especially in Japan, like, if just like your basic stuff, you're sumimasen, arigatou gozaimasu. ビール一つ、ビール二つ、ビール三つ, stuff like that. Then you'll be fine. And even then, you get, the 日本語上手だね. I get 日本語上手, but it's all good, So you got a higher grade in exams on French. Really? Nice. Yeah, that's the thing with that old American educations. Like, we do learn foreign languages, but it's not as prioritized. It's mostly just you're in school, fucking take the shit, But nobody really cares. There's no, like, real need for most people to learn the language. Now, I'd argue there is for certain areas, like, probably behoove you to learn Spanish if you come here, or not here, but to Mercagen land. That would probably be the most practical non-English language. There's some parts, obviously, that speak a little bit of French, but it's like Creole French. So, it is French, but it's not. It's a little different. It's like Quebecois and shit like that. So, yeah, Europeans, I mean, obviously, that's a little different, because they have different language in each country, for the most part. But, I guess talking with some of my European friends, the main thing that you need to know is, like, thank you in German, and that's about it. So, danke grostitten. So, Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like third languages. I'm like, man, that's wild. Anything about Wrestle Kingdom? Lately or? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, and then the obviously the Mercedes Monet and kind of the botched new finish that she has, which it wasn't really on her. It was just Kyrie. It was just poor timing. Kind of fucked it up. It was just one of them things, which sucks. But you know they're gonna be fighting at was it Battle of the Valley? Yeah, that's fucking wild, dude. I have to go back and actually watch it. I just watched a few clips of it on Twitter. I don't know, man. I've just been so fucking busy with shit. It's been hard for me to sit down and watch some good old wrestling, you know. So I mostly just like I kind of keep up with the things through either Twitter or YouTube. So you know I follow Figure Four just to get the news on things. With the whole WWE sale is like entertaining enough. You know, I haven't watched a match in a while, but just all the shit that's going on with WWE right now with the sale and everything, it's one of the things, man. It's one of the reasons I love wrestling is that, you know, the truth is often stranger and more interesting than the fiction, you know, and it's fucking wild, dude. You know, at least that's what I think. You know, obviously I do enjoy the matches and promos and things, of course, but there's a lot to be said for some of the backstage chicanery going on. So let me ooh, whoa, that's interesting. Not quite the look I was going for, but it's kind of cool. You can see a lot of little details in the waves here, whereas you really couldn't before. So we'll kind of let's see if we can. I kind of like this. I don't want to add it too much though, because it does get a little distracting here. So just kind of gently. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'll add a little something there. Just haze it up a little bit, just to raise the detail in this. It does look a little washed out over here. So, lower the shadows a bit. It's all a balancing act, folks. All a balancing act. And then raise the contrast a little bit. I think. Oh yeah, yeah. I heard about that. It's like I said, man. Wrestling's wild. I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love it. But so we got that. Here's one of the good surfing pictures that turned out. You can see some people out in the boards and things, but it's very blurry. Like you can see, like fucking nothing is in focus. It's all like very soft looking, like no fucking details or anything. I don't know what the fuck was happening here. I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to get him in the shot. I think that was the main thing. I just so happened to get him coming off the wave just by chance. But I wanted to get something lined up there. So we got friend Clarence tagged in one of his tweets. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. That was a while ago, but yeah. It's fucking wild, dude. And that's another thing, man. Once I get this job lined up and actually have some money to spend, you know, I definitely do want to be going to more wrestling events and things. Couldn't really do it before because of lack of funds or busy, or obviously during the times they wouldn't let you cheer, and now you can cheer at events, so that's cool. Actually, no, I take that back. There was one wrestling event I went to. It was with my friend Eric, and it was one of his friends. So, you remember that yoga video I did? It's on my portfolio. It was, I think, about a year or so ago. So the lady in charge of that is actually a pro wrestler. So I think she just kind of does it part-time, even though she was like the champion for a while. And she wrestled as a heel And like her gimmick is this I don't know what the fuck's it called. Little it's a little, not a full on whip, but the little crop. It's the fucking thing the jockeys use to hit the horse with. Crop rider, something like that. What the fuck's that called? These horses with. Well, no, it's not a whip. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's a small little crop, something or other. Oh, let's just call it crop. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of her gimmick. So she like cheats and like whips people with that thing. I remember after the match, she lost the title, by the way. Sad. But after the match, we went out to Brazilian barbecue, and Derek was like, "Andy, have her hit you with the fucking crop thing." So I just like, pulled my shirt up and just had her try to like hit me as hard as she could with it. Obviously, she held back a considerable amount. I sold it a little, but not too much, because I kind of made her feel bad because I don't think she knew I was selling. She just like lightly grazed me. I was just like, oh. She's like, oh, daijoubu. Like, yeah. I don't know how to say sell in Japanese. Seru. Something like that. But, yeah. Damn, that's way too fucking bright. So that was a fun little moment. Having dinner with a pro wrestler. He's also my yoga instructor. It's a funny world. Funny world we live in. Oh yeah, I want to go to a DDT show. That'd be fucking tight, actually. I mean, obviously, like, Stardom and New Japan and stuff like that. I'm really pissed I didn't go to Stardom while I was in school. Because they held events all the time at the Ryogoku Sumo Hall. Ryogoku Kokugikan. Ryogoku Kokugikan. Ryogoku Kokugikan. Sorry. There's a clip out there of, I think it was Starlight Kid trying to say, or no, somebody else. I forget who it was. But she was trying to say the name of the arena in Ryogoku, which is literally right next to where my school is. Like, you go outside, you look to your, let's see, it'd be left. Bam, right there. And you'd see like sumo wrestlers. You wouldn't really see pro wrestlers. You see sumo wrestlers walking around and stuff. But yeah, that place has a lot of, literally right next to it, man. Like, no joke. Hell yeah, dude. Going to a DT show. That's where it's at. But I went to this show. It's called Best Body Wrestling. So it's like BBW. And I'm like, oh, Japan. Not knowing what acronyms are. So I thought it was going to be a bunch of fat women wrestling. But it's so it's kind of like what Vince did back in the 90s, but actually kind of successful. So the original organization is for bodybuilders. So it runs like bodybuilding competitions and things like that. So that's like the main. That's why it's called Best Body World or Best Body Japan. So that's kind of the main fed, if you will. And then it has the wrestling thing on the side. And it was fucking cool, dude. Like, even one of the commentators was Bull Nakano. I don't know if you remember her. She was very popular Joshi Pro wrestler back in the day. She was in WWF as well. She was, like, way fucking heavier. I mean, now she's, lost all the weight and she's super skinny and stuff. Wouldn't even recognize her at all. So she doesn't have the spiked hair and none of that stuff. She just looks like an older Japanese lady with long hair. I wanted to meet her, but she was like super busy. They had her running around doing all kinds of stuff. But she was there doing the commentating and things. So I was like, that's really cool. Small world, right? And then, is kind of set up like DDT where they'd have like comedy wrestling and stuff like that as well. And it's pretty cool. So I don't know. Let me. They have a few matches up on the YouTubes. Let me see if I can find some. Sir. Japan. Is that the one? Oh, they didn't change their username yet, did they? Yeah, it's the one. That is the one. Oh, they got full matches up. They don't even have... they have, like, some press conferences and things, too. Let's see. It's kind of older, so... I don't remember which one it was. No, it's not that one. I think it's from 2021? Yeah, it's 2021 sometime. I think it might have been this one. Summer Tokyo, maybe? Oops, sorry. Nah, it's not this one. It's not the Summer Tokyo. Body Mania. Body Mania. Well, as soon as I find it, I'll share it in chat so y'all can... Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this one. Let me look around. If it's got that 6-man at the end. Oh, yep. That's there now. Hell yeah. Damn, she's... Yep, this is it. This is it. Best Body Mania 2021, baby. Okay, this is the one I went to. You could probably even see me in the crowd, maybe, for Edina's entrance. Sir, let me The BBW stands for Best Body Wrestling, obviously, and nothing else. So that's the event. They film a couple of them, and this is one of them. You could probably see me and Eric in the crowd. We're to the right of the hard cam. So yeah, they got the CEO and fucking John Cena at home in Japan gear. That was the whole thing. So like the CEO also wrestles, and he wrestles like John Cena. He's got the fucking jorts and all that shit. And there's some older Japanese dude in fucking jorts and a t-shirt with the little armbands and shit, wrestling a 6-man tag. It's fucking wild, yo. Damn. Natsukashi. But let's see if they have some newer things. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Give them a little subby-dubby. I didn't sub to them initially because they'd only post like every few months, their events and things. But yeah, they got some cool shit going on. Put this one on the watch later. Sorry, I'm being a little esoteric here. So, not you wearing a US. Actually, was I wearing it? Let me fuck. No. Fuck. Hold on. Choco your lattes. Let me 3126. Okay, let me check. I might have been, actually. I might have. What the fuck? Why isn't it there? Oh, right. It's doing it from fucking... You're at the which mark? 3126. Let me check. Yeah, that might have been me, actually. 26. Skip around. Oop. Where is it? Oh, yeah, that is me. Yeah, I'm in the America shirt, and then the guy next to me on the right, that's Eric. Eric Surf 6. I was wearing... So that's what I was wearing. I totally forgot about that. Yep, that's me. Fuck yeah. Gonna save the motherfucking day, yeah. Yes, I am legally obligated as an American to sing that song. Glory to Ohio, gozaimasu. Oh man. So that's a little too much. Dial it down to 0.15. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, dial it down a little. Okay, that's a little too much. I do want it to be a little hazy, but not like. Might have to deal with this. Definitely gotta up the vibes because it's very okay. It's a little too upped. Makes the sand look too yellow. About mirish. Actually, no. Under 20 because it looks like his head's like red. So, and I'll dial that down to 10. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't know. It's not too bad, but maybe. I kind of like that one actually. Do 5700. Add just a little bit of warmth. Just a scoosh. So. Let's see. Yeah, we'll add some extra clarity just to make it look like it's in focus, but it's not. I don't know. Okay. Add a little bit of extra haze just to kind of even shit out a bit. Okay. And see if we can get some. See, I don't like adding texture because it just makes it look like it's artificially sharpened. It's just looks fake. So that's fine. Optics are good. Right to Mishi. Probably cut this side. Ish. Let's try to line him up more in this. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Bring that back a little just to get more of the wave. So probably get his shoulder rather than his head. That's good. Good. Hey. Okay. But. He just graze his head a little. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Hell yeah. So just a little crop from the side. Old news video in the UK. Damn, that's wild. Yeah. So this is a little bit better. There's only so much you can do with it though. But such is life. Yeah, I heard about that. I think it became legal in America back in the 70s. I think it's when it became in law. Yeah, exactly. It's just, it was like that even for me growing up back in the day too. So it was definitely legal by that point. Yeah, it's just something you don't really think about. It's like ingrained in your brain, right? So, okay, so we'll kind of the highlights a little bit. I don't want this completely blown out, but a little bit of detail. But can lower the shadows a little bit so it doesn't look so washed out. About mirish. Whoops. About there. Sounds good. Then we'll bump that contrast back up. Good. That's on the money, baby. That's money, baby. That's Monet. Jeez. Just the width. And the vibes are high in this one. They don't need to be that high. If it's too high, then you see too much of the yellow from the bamboo. You don't need to. Doesn't need to be that freaking yellow. Saturation, turn that down to 10. Fucking hits every number but 10. Shit. Mercedes Monet. Yeah. I've seen that like so many freaking times. It's like ingrained in my brain at this point. Nice. Okay. Yeah, probably do it about there-ish. It's a little too warm. So 30. Fuck. There we are. And see if you dehaze, especially on a day like this, you can see more details in the clouds. Obviously, this is like to the extreme level, but you know, you can kind of, especially if you're shooting skies, you can kind of use this to like add some details back. But it gets a little tricky when there's other things involved with it. So I think we'll just go with what we had, neg 10, just to kind of lead into more like the hazy aesthetic. You know, like I said, sometimes it's best just to not fight it, but lean into it. Makes it easier. So, ogly doggly. Let's see. Can probably tighten that up. 'Cause I do want to keep the coast over here. So I like that. So, wait a minute, didn't I? Oh, okay. Just so happened to fall in that area. So, funny how that works. But actually, I think we'll back that up a little. Just a little bit. Okay. Just a slight crop. Just a skosh. So you can get some of that. And this whole pack highway over here. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is Zoiso Beach right here. So, okay, I think we're good there. Oh yeah, I turned those down, didn't I? Let's see. Okay, got those. That's all good. So I guess we're G to G with that one. So nice. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. But definitely gotta brighten this one though. For sure. For sure. Yeah, it looks a little too dark back there, so maybe 0.75. 0.5. Yeah, it's a little better. Let's see. I do kind of like that, but a little too dark though. So we'll just have it there. Pump the whites just so the sky's a bit brighter looking and less depressing. So okay, good. Good. And we'll contrast up a little bit more. A little bit more. Colors are good. Don't really want to fuck with them too much. See clarity. Oh shit. Yeah, it's a little too clear. Yeah, I think we had it at the right spot. Come on. Fucking. All right, fine. 45. Jeez Louise. We'll raise the hazing, I guess, a little bit. Okay, that's all Taguchi's. Where's Mishi? Where are we at here? Raise back a little bit. Just tighten it up. Kind of get that blue board out of there. Get out of there. So it's a little less congested. So good sheet. Just look at all that detailing though. Shit, man. You can get this kind of shit from a cell phone, I'll tell you that. Okay. Bow. Yeah, it's too bright. Alrighty. Let's see what time we got right now. 11. Huh. Hold on a sec. Okay, let me pull this. Well, no, you can't see it, can you? Shit. Alright, so I'm going to go do some laundry. I just forgot. I was supposed to put my laundry in today because it's Sunday. Are you guys cool with just hanging out here, or... Are you gonna head off? Okay, shit. Alright. Oh, shit. Yeah, time zones. Dabish. Alright. No worries, man. I appreciate you coming out on such short notice. So, get you some sleep. Later. Yep. Anyway. Alright, bro. I'll see you around. Okay. Team in laundry. BRB 15 minutes. Hey. Alright, we're gonna pin this sucker. Okay, guys. For those who are still with me, I'm gonna go do my laundry real quick, and we'll continue. Pudding. It's 2 G's, my bad. But I'm gonna put the laundry in the machine, and we'll be right back. So choco them lattes. So probably about 15 minutes or so. So I'll be back. Let me adjust something real quick. Let me see something. Or not that one. Okay. Give my everything. Because I'm doing laundry. Just making sure. Okay. Just changing my pants here, guys. me feel the same. Actually, you know what? Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me, okay. Alright, guys. Oh, shit. I forgot. There's way up here. Let me, okay. So, gonna make it an executive decision here. Just kind of looking at all the laundry I have to do. It's a bit more than I had anticipated. So, I've decided, instead of making y'all wait while I'm putting the laundry away, decided to probably just end the stream early, because it's going to take me a minute to get everything in now that I'm looking at it. So, I think we'll just end things here. Like I said, I'm going to be very busy this week, so I'm going to try to get some stuff out, but we'll see what happens. So, no guarantees, because I'm going to be very, very busy. But I will do my best. But in the meantime, enjoy the quality content that I have. And be on the lookout for some more coming very soon. So we got the, obviously, the OISO festival thing that I'm going to be doing. I have to do a lot of voiceover for that, so can't be doing that on stream while streaming from the same mic, because the audio quality gets a little sometimes. So anyway, long story short, guys, I'm about ready to shit myself here from all this coffee. Dad? Regardless, that said, this is Andy. Signing for now. As always, forever. We'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.